Whatever it is, you don't tell people, oh, we are.
Mom, I'm live right now. People are going to hear all of this. All right, so if you guys are up here with us, we are now live with 2017 running back prospect Sean Mardis. How you doing, Sean?
Good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing great after those fun technical difficulties.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So basically, we were very early, actually fashionably early and on time. We practiced this yesterday, and the funny thing is, as soon as we get to 5 o'clock, everything just crashed.
Yeah.
But yeah, now that we got all that worked out, let's get to some football, man. So kind of want to break it down and let everybody know like how we even got in contact, man, because it's a crazy story, and I'd like to hear you kind of tell that.
Oh yeah. Well, basically, the way I found out about Emmanuel, I was just looking up prospects on the internet, that came out of school, and his name just showed up on YouTube, and I just got really, I kind of gravitated to watching his videos and everything. And I saw he played, he was in training camp with the Ottawa Red Blacks, and I have a partner who plays up there. I was like, let me watch this guy. And then, I was watching his videos, and I was like, dang, this guy, he works really hard, I want to try and, look at him and stuff. And I was watching his videos, and then, I was like, after my senior day this year, I know we both went to a smaller school, so I was like, yeah, let me go and contact him and see if, he can give me some pointers or some tips. That's basically how I found out about him.
100%. So after your senior day, you contacted me, and let's go back to this right afterwards. You said, we could talk and, discuss, any questions you had, but that was after you had a nice bowl game that you just had, right?
Yeah, I just played in the EAC 5 Senior Bowl game, and it's a Senior Bowl game for seniors who just graduated, and also you get to play against like free agents and people on other professional teams and everything. So I was up there last week and weekend. I played against guys, who were in NFL training camps, guys who were on, top level arena teams, people like that. I was just out there competing, having fun, met a lot of people, learned a lot of stuff about the professional game and, the politics and the business behind it, really, met a couple of stuff like that,
100%. Once you play, if you guys didn't know this, in a bowl game, after your collegiate career is done, you are officially a professional football player. So it's pretty unreal because he actually got experience to go against guys that have been in the league, and now he got a taste. And that's when you find out, is this really something I want to carry on and do? Or, is this competition a little tough? So how did you think the competition was when you got out there?
Oh, the competition, it was pretty tough. But, I've been working ever since senior day. And I went out there. I was actually surprised, I was holding my own against, really good competition. It was fun, though.
You got the ball out a little bit? I heard you said you played some receiver, bro.
Yeah. Normally I play at running back. But in the ball game, I got to play a lot of receiver. Got to show my inner Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham. Okay. Okay. He's name dropping a little early. I didn't know we were getting there. But so I'm gonna go on side notes here and there.
Yeah.
So because people are gonna have questions, and then we can continue going with our story, right?
Yeah.
So right now what we got is okay. So we got to stay humble, bro. We say, I got a question. How many times have you tried out for any pro football? So I'm going to let you answer that first since we actually kind of described what yours was.
I got you. Well, right now I haven't tried out besides like the senior game, but after the new year comes, I know on the 28th, I'm going to try out for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, their CFL team. I know probably February 11th, I'm going up to Memphis, and I'm going to try out for the Rough Riders, CFL also. And then February 28th and March 1st, I'm going up to Indianapolis to the BSN National Scouting Combine. And they said a couple NFL teams and basically a lot of CFL and arena teams will be there. So I'm showcasing my abilities there. Then March the 11th, I'm supposed to go to the New Orleans Saints facility for the NFL Regional Combine. So those are my tryouts that I have set so far.
Ooh-wee, bro. Okay, so was that, you said January, Winnipeg.
Yeah.
February?
Saskatchewan, Rough Riders.
February, Saskatchewan. Next, you said March is?
The BSN National Scouting Combine.
BSN National Scouting Combine. And then when is the regional?
March the 11th in New Orleans.
Okay, so March the 11th and March the what? I'm trying to get the timeline.
March the 11th and March the 1st.
March the 11th and March the 1st. So you are in for a fun trip.
Oh, yeah.
Competition. So how did you get so motivated to sign up for all those, man? Because usually some guys are like, oh, I only need to do one tryout and then I'll get my shine from that. What made you like consider like I'm gonna level up and like try out as many times as possible? Like, how did you go through that?
Well, I really got through that. Like, I just thought about it. I want, everybody to see me. I want to market myself, and just have the most exposure as possible, rather than, going to just the regional combine or, just doing pro day or something like that. The more opportunities I get to get in front of the scouts, I feel I have a better opportunity, to get picked up somewhere. And that's just what I was thinking. That was my thought process.
100%, man. I think it's crazy. I thought I was the only one who thought like that. But once again, that's why we're live right now, because I saw what you asked me and I can relate. For me to answer that question, so I had a bowl game just like he did. It was actually the same one, except mine was the D2 versus NAIA. And then after that, I had the regional combine. I know I did that. And then I did a pro day. And then I did a CFL tryout. My timeline was a little different though, because and this might help you out just in case you decide that like a team just asks you to try out. So I believe the CFL can ask you to try out at any time, right? There's no like, you don't got to wait for draft day or you don't got to wait for certain times, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
But the NFL, they can't just call you up and have you do a workout with them, right?
No, I'm pretty sure they have like different time limits and everything when you can work individuals out.
Yep. So basically what I'm saying is you definitely want to be smart with your body, because I had a pro day and then I had my regional combine, and that was like a 3-day difference. Yeah. Which means my body already worked for the NFL scouts. They put me through a nice, gauntlet. And then my agent, he was like, yo, we need you to get in as many scouts as possible, just like you were talking about this now. Yeah. I still was able to perform at a high level, but at the same time, if you do try out back to back, there's going to be that little bit that you're like, I know I could have put that much more into that next tryout. So that's why I emphasize that. How far apart was that March tryout? Because that means you have like at least a week. So that's good.
10 days.
You have what? It'll
be 10 days in between.
10 days in between. 10 days for you to just rest, relax, and just get your body going again. So yeah, I like your plan that you got going there. Let me see. We got some more questions. So it says, shout out to my bro, Sean. Wow, nice. Can you give me any tips for being more violent on the offensive line, because I have problems at being really violent? So let's bring that to you. First of all, are you a violent running back?
Yeah. I mean, it depends. Like between the tackles, I like to be physical. I'm from Alabama. I love playing physical.
Alabama, bro.
The tackles. Yeah. I think to be a more violent offensive lineman, I think, you just got to really be physical and just fire off the ball and, just use your hands, stuff like that. And then you just gotta take it to your opponent,
Yeah, I 100% agree. So basically my collegiate career, all I played was I won't say all I played, but the majority of what I played was defensive end. And the reason that I felt like I had an edge on every offensive lineman is because I had that jump off the ball, that, I'm going to get to you before you get to me.
Yeah.
So you want to be violent as an O-lineman. I mean, I feel like you want to be ready for that jump, or you want to jump at him before he even has a chance to, get a start.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be my answer for being more aggressive at offensive line. Have a trigger. I know O-line's supposed to be real patient, but if you can compose yourself and react, split-second type reactions, and just get that punch going. Because, okay, Colorado School of Mines, I don't know if anybody knows about Colorado School of Mines, but we have a really good offensive line. And the reason they're so good is because of their technique, and they don't fall for traps like jukes and stuff like that. Their feet. So I would say footwork and that punch. We have a really good punch. All right, so bringing it back to you, talking about college, you have a very interesting college background. Do you mind kind of giving us the story?
All right. So I was a bit of a journeyman coming out of college, or coming out of high school. I traveled to go to college. I've been to multiple schools. Out of high school, I signed with Morehead State, their Division I FCS. I played football and ran track there my freshman year, but I redshirted on the football field. Then after that, I just wanted another opportunity to get recruited. So I took the junior college route. And my first year of junior college, I transferred out to Butte College in Northern California. It was a really good school. Up there, played and everything. We won the national championship for JUCO that year.
What?
Yeah.
So based on that national championship, how did you feel about that? Like, did that give you a taste of what it feels like to win a championship? Like, did you see what people had to do to come together for something like that?
It was like we were just all as a team. We were a family, It was just everything was real close, It was a great feeling, one of the best feelings in the world.
And from JUCO, your motivation was, so obviously everybody goes to JUCO not to stay in JUCO, right?
Yeah. Everybody's trying to get out, get to school, get to the next school.
So when you had that championship, did that offer more opportunities for you to get booked?
Yeah, it did. We had a bunch of schools looking at us, a bunch of D1 schools, a bunch of D2s, FCS, all that. Everybody was up there looking at us. It was a good situation.
Perfect. So where'd you go after that?
Well, after that, after I was at Butte one year, I transferred down to Pasadena City College, which is in Southern California. It's in LA, because I have family down there, and I played there 10 games, and from there I got an offer to Alabama State University, which is FCS, and then I was there. Not this season that just passed, but the season before last. And I was there, and I just wanted another opportunity to play. So I decided to transfer to Campbellsville University up in Kentucky, which is an NAIA school. It's a pretty good school, and I played there this season.
Nice. So
that's my long journey throughout college.
It's a very long journey, and I like hearing your journey because it is totally, a contrast from what mine was. Mine was like a grind to stay within one school, and hopefully get the shot to finally play, like you're like, I can play, and you're just hoping that one day that you get your opportunity to prove to everybody that you can play. And that was my last 2 years. What would you give to advice to somebody that might be thinking of going your route? Like, what can they expect? Anything that you can help them with?
Well, if you're thinking about going the route that I did, you just have to be super focused. You can never think about, I just want to give up. Never give up. Never let anyone tell you, you're not good enough, or you can't do this, or you can't do that, because people will tell you that all the time. But if you believe within yourself that, you can do it and you can play, Never listen to what anyone else says, and just do what you got to do.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And with you being at those different schools, I feel like that can also be a testament that says, hey, I can play anywhere I go.
Yep.
I mean, the proof is right there. So let's go look at some of these questions. It says, okay, so wow, nice. Okay, we got that one. It says, I'll be behind you in a couple years, bro. Do you know who that is? It says,
Yeah, that's one of my little homies.
oh, okay. Where does he play at?
He played at Monroe. Was it Monroe County High School? It's in South Alabama.
Okay. That's what's up, Alabama. And then Hayden plays 2K. He's booked for months. Wow, living the dream. Good luck, bro. You are literally living the dream, man. So back to you living the dream. What is next for you now that you just finished that bowl game? What's the first thing on your checklist?
Well, I just got back I just got back Monday, and it took about 3-4 hours off when we got back, and then I called up my best friend who trains me in the weight room. We just went to the weight room and just started to get it in. It was just a little lightweight, upper body day just to get my arms back going. Then just 2 days really. I lifted in the morning, ran at night. Just getting back into it. Gotta get my legs back under me and just get my body back 100%. Because the game, it took a little bit from me, but this week, I'm just going light, getting my body back. And next week, I'm kicking it up to a new level. We're going hard. 2 days. Working on my speed. Working on my quickness, drills, everything.
100%. So it seems like you're not really going to be taking a break, I guess, huh?
No, I mean, I normally don't take breaks.
I don't get time. Okay. So professionally speaking, what's the next move? Do you have to find an agent, or do you have people that are connecting you with these different tryouts? Because it seems like you are booked.
Yeah, well, right now, I wanted to wait until after my bowl game to start contacting agents and everything. And my dad and we came together, agreeing and everything. And this week and next week, we're gonna start contacting agents and everything, and see who contacts us back, and just see what everybody's talking about. It's gonna be I just don't like to rush into things, but I got to get one to help me out and everything.
100%. Since you said that you're going to be contacting them, I will let you know what I did. Maybe this can help somebody else out that's looking for agents and wants to know some information. So basically, me being a small school guy, I knew I needed an agent, but I knew it was going to be hard to find one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what I did was I started looking around for facilities, because I was like, well, before I can find an agent, I need to get a place that I can train at, so I can be good enough so they know that I'm ready. Like, I need to be able to have something to show for it.
Yeah.
So something to show for it to me was video. And as you guys can see, if you guys are listening to this, you're on my YouTube, and I pushed as much content as I could possible to have one day, if somebody's looking up EnjoyTheGrind or outside linebacker 2016, I just prayed and hoped that they could at least come across my film, because that was my idea of, okay, if an agent's going to find me, this might be a way they can find me. But if they don't find me through the internet, I need to be in person somewhere training. Along those lines, I did get contacted by agents through the internet, and I just want to talk about that only because it gets pretty sketchy when you don't know the person and they're willing to sign you without ever meeting you in person. And I bring that up only because now that you said you might be potentially looking for some, they might see this video and they might find you. So because of that, you definitely want to find out how they're going to help you, and if you can do that from a distance or if they need to be in person. Because the guy that I talked to, I'm not going to name names because that's weird, but he was basically like, yeah, Manuel, I like your film. I'm interested in you. Let's do it. And then I was like, that's it? And he was like, yeah, I'm going to send you a contract over next week. I want you to just go ahead and sign that and send it back. And from there on, I was like, first of all, of course I'm going to let him send me the contract because I want to see what a contract looks like, first of all.
Yeah.
So he sent the contract, and then I looked at it, and I was like, holy goodness, this looks like you're signing your life away.
Yeah.
So basically, when you write your name or print something on that contract, you are promising a percentage. You are giving them some, what is the word? You are giving them some ownership over some things,
Yeah.
that maybe you could have controlled before. So definitely make sure that you have a very good feeling in your heart. Pray about it. Talk to your family. If possible, introduce them to your parents or whoever, and ask questions as many as possible. Because the thing that none of my agents were ready for was that, so I went to Colorado School of Mines, so that already says that I'm a nerd, right? A lot of the dudes that are pursuing the NFL, hopefully we change. Hopefully we start turning into smart young gentlemen that, can actually play football. But a lot of the dudes are just happy that they can get an agent, so they just sign it. They don't know what it means. They don't know how much percentage they just gave the dude. They're just happy, right?
Yeah.
So when I hit up these agents, they were lost. They were nervous. They couldn't believe it because half the time I'd be asking too many questions.
Yeah.
Like questions that they're like not expecting. But you know what the key about that is? If your agent is willing to answer every question and keep his composure, that tells you that what?
He's a good one.
He's a good one, right?
Yeah.
And that would be my best advice in that sense. So definitely find somebody that you can trust and that really, really has seen you work.
Yeah.
And for you to see you work, do you have? I know your social media is out there. How do you feel about like how you're pushing your name, I guess, on the internet and out around your town and in your school? How do you feel about all that?
Well, on my social media, I know I'm pushing myself out there as much as I possibly can, to get, my videos, pictures, all that out there, for people to see. And I know like in my city, growing up, I was pretty well known around the city for football and everything. And then, we've lived in the city forever, so everyone knows pretty much who I am, who my family is, so I feel I'm doing a pretty good job. I got to keep pushing though.
100%. So what I'll say on that is the key for me with the Red Blacks was that a lot of guys at that trial didn't know this, which is why it's important that I can actually talk about it now. When I went to the tryout, it looks like a bunch of guys, just a bunch of, athletes ready to just take a spot, right? Like everybody's got that tough guy face on, right?
Yeah.
And bro, I'm like, if I psych myself out and act like a tough guy, this ain't gonna do it. I need to be relaxed, have fun, dance, hit that whip, turn up, maybe do a backflip if I have to. But the difference about the way I approached it and the blessing that I had was that if you can somehow get somebody at that trial to know your name before you get there, I mean, that's already a step. Because when I got to the Red Blacks tryout, when I introduced myself, they already knew the name, like they at least knew of me. And that was because two parts to this. It was because my agent had contacted them and let them know who I was. That's one part, right? And then the second part was because I had film on the internet for the agent to share with the CFL. So the CFL didn't have to, ask me, hey, can we get some film for him? They had instant access to my film, instant access that I was ready, and they knew that I could go to the tryout. So the goal for you would be to make it as easy as possible for these guys that are going to be at the tryout to find you, which is why I asked about your internet presence and how you're pushing yourself.
Yeah.
Because if they can find you easily and you have an agent to say he's ready, that's like 2 checks, right?
Yeah.
Third check is just, all right, prove that you're real. That's it.
Yeah.
So on that, let me read another comment that we have over here. So your boy said hard work pays off. Hashtag hard work pays off. Like, and then we got, okay, practicing playing the guard position, and I had my guy under control and my running back, not patient. Another gap opened. He tried to push me into the D tackle. My coach said, good job. You made the tackle. All right, so I guess that's not a question, is it? I don't know. But anyways, back to your story. So with you pursuing the arena as well, because you said NFL would be the regional combine, correct?
Yeah.
CFL is going to be Winnipeg and Rough Riders.
Yeah. And then I'm just waiting for the other teams to let their tryout dates out just so I, to see when I go, work out for them. But yeah.
Okay. So this is a lot of effort. So where does this come from, I guess, in your story of what made you want to play this game so bad that you are willing to, work at all these trials, improve yourself day in and day out? Where's this backstory come from?
I mean, just growing up, I grew up around the game. My dad played, my uncle played in college, he played at Auburn. My trainer, he played in the NFL for a few years, just being around the game forever. And then, I've always been a pro athlete, and then, I've always just been a hard worker, That's where I got it from, to be honest with you.
Okay, so you were born into a football family and you have people surrounding you that are there's just so much greatness.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
All right, so you're destined for it, basically.
Yeah, I'm praying I am, man.
Hey, man, I see it. Just the fact that you reached out, I can tell. I was like, there's something different about this guy, and you definitely seem educated. Are you very focused on school as well, as hard as you work on the football field?
Oh yeah, as well as being good in football, I guess you could say. Classroom has always been, a great focus in my family. Since I've been in college, I've been on Dean's List every semester that I've been in school. And I actually have one more semester coming this spring until I graduate. So, yeah, school has always been, top priority for me.
Dang, dude, congratulations on the Dean's List, man. I wish I could say I ever attempted to get that. But college was a whole nother story.
I feel
any of you guys that see this that don't know what college is like, when you play a sport and you're in school, it's not like high school. What would you say was the toughest part about, trying to balance that out for you?
The schedule, the way the schedule works, morning workouts, class, that block from 8 to 12, then you have mandatory lunch, then you have meetings, then you have practice, then at night you have study hall if your GPA is in a certain range, which I was only in there one semester my freshman year. And then, I haven't had to have study hall, but yeah, when you just have to get really used to that schedule and really used to waking up and being able to just you invest your time. I know when I was younger, I would always go to the Alabama camps with Nick Saban. And I remember one thing I remember from him is, are you using your time or are you investing your time? And if you learn how to really invest your time in the things that are good for you, that's when you can, do good in everything and have all aspects of your life, doing well.
100%. You just name drop a little bit there, dude. You're famous. So, speaking on that, are there any big time names that you could give us? Since you said you're from Alabama, right?
Yeah.
So y'all have football. Okay, I'm in Texas right now.
Yeah.
Where are you right now?
I'm in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay. Okay, this is interesting. Only I say this because in Texas we think we have, good football, maybe.
Yeah.
So how do y'all feel about that in Alabama?
I mean, we know about Texas football. Texas high school football is crazy. I know about Allen High School. What is that? DeSoto. I know about a bunch of Texas high schools. Y'all play football out there.
Already. So
Yeah.
then how is it that Alabama just gets all these freaking studs that it just blows me away, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
But okay, so we got some more questions for you. So it says, in terms of football, what would you have to say? What are your 2 greatest accomplishments?
My 2 greatest accomplishments in football, I would say the JUCO National Championship when I was at Butte, because it's nothing like winning a championship whenever you win it in football or anywhere, to be honest. And I guess I don't know. It's kind of a lot of stuff. I guess starting in JUCO too. That was one of my top accomplishments. I just remember just being out there, being 2,000 miles away from home, and being able to just play the game I love.
100%, bro. 100%. I would say my 2 greatest was on the same track as you. We got a championship at Mines.
That's
the funny thing about my championship is it was a co-championship. And whoa, what does that mean?
What did y'all have a co-championship with Pueblo?
Yeah, we did. How do you know the name?
They have a great program. I talked to their coaches coming out of high school.
Bro, you mean you could have been going against me?
Yeah.
Actually, you could still be going against me. This is even funnier.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that is so crazy, and it would be a good time to meet because I love competition. But it's funny because so when Sean reached out, he was asking me questions, and it was kind of funny to me, only in a sense the fact that I feel like we're both in the same exact situation. He's an athlete trying to get on a team, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do exactly right now. Meaning that we could both show up at the same CFL tryout. Because he's a running back, I told him he's got to be ready to do one-on-ones all day. And as soon as he kills that, that's his ticket. And the same thing for me. I got to be able to be a linebacker and defend running backs like Sean, one-on-ones. And you told me something about your one-on-ones.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said, and you had told me something about your performance on one-on-ones, how you play. How do you feel about one-on-ones?
Oh, yeah. When I'm at running back, I love doing one-on-ones against linebackers. It's a good time, Anytime you get to compete, it's a great time.
And you actually got to play some different positions at that bowl game, too.
Yeah. I got to play slot a little bit, Got to do something a little different. It was a great time, though. I had a lot of fun.
100%. I never answered the next greatest accomplishment, but I guess the next greatest accomplishment was really becoming a team player for me, because that championship, the reason I asked you earlier about your championship and how you felt about what your team had to do to get there, that year I really learned what it meant to be a team player, because up until then, I was playing the game because I wanted to prove something. Like, I wanted to prove that I was good. I wanted to prove that I was here. And I wanted to let everybody know that I'm not being shown as good as I am. But when you humble yourself and put your head down and realize that you're not the only thing on the team, man. Everybody here is fighting for the same goal, and you share that brotherhood. that's when you can win a championship. And that's why it was special for me to become a team player. And that was junior year. So then senior year, man, we were ready. I was like, I'm going out on a win. We're about to destroy this. And we had a good year. I just can't remember what happened. I mean, I'm speaking in terms of why we didn't get another championship. But yeah, being a team player. So we got another question. It says, did you guys always play the position you play now, or did you play something completely different? So this is perfect for you.
Yeah. Well, for me, growing up, I was actually raised to be a quarterback. I played quarterback 1st grade through 8th grade, but I was playing quarterback, I was playing receiver, I was playing safety, corner, kicker, punter, all of that. Growing up, I learned how to play every position. And then when I got to high school, my freshman year, that's when I moved to running back.
So you said high school, freshman year, you moved to running back.
Yeah.
And how was your high school career from there? Because obviously they didn't move you after that, I guess.
Yeah. Well, my freshman year, I rushed for 1,100 yards, 15 touchdowns. I had a pretty good year.
Pretty good. That's a great year, bro. That's a breakout season.
Yeah. My sophomore year, we switched offenses. We ran like the wing tee or whatever. I rushed for like 500 yards. I don't really remember. Junior year was I didn't really do too well. That was when I transferred to a bigger school, a lot of stuff, but it was still a good time. It was a good school. And then my senior year, I rushed for like 500 yards on 50 carries or something like that, and then 15 touchdowns. We made it to the first round of the playoffs, and we lost to Oxford High School. It was a great game, though. One of my buddies that we played against plays for the Browns now, that we played against in that game. So it was a great game, though. I think it was like 40-32 final score. It was crazy.
Whoopsie, man. All right, I guess I'll answer it too. I'm close to him. I just didn't play quarterback, man. I could not. The accuracy. Did you have a nice arm?
Oh yeah, I can throw really good.
Oh man, I could throw it deep, but when you tell me to throw a freaking bullet at this target, then I start I start freaking out. So I couldn't play quarterback. But so me, I started out at running back, then I went to linebacker. So freshman year in high school I was running back. Sophomore year they moved me to fullback. Junior year I went to linebacker, and then senior year they wanted me at DN, which was funny because I'm tiny. But they wanted me at DN because I was fast and they knew I could get to the quarterback. And then we also have fast running backs in Texas. I'm sure everybody gets that. Because we have fast running backs, Aaron Green actually, he was the running back that they put me at DN just to make sure that we could take care of that toss play.
Yeah.
So they had me on the edge. What's up?
He was cold in high school.
Oh, so you know who he is? Yeah, man. If you talk about highlight films, that dude is ridiculous. But speaking of running backs, talking to one right now, I want to know what do you think, separates you if a team is listening or an agent from at the position of a running back?
For me, well, the thing that separates me the most, just my football IQ. I study the game. I like to know what the defense is doing, at all times. Most of the times in the games, I'm able to just look at the defense and know what backer's coming, what coverage they're running, all of that. And then, just my cut ability. I can make a cut on a dime, either way. And my blocking ability, I've always been taught, if you don't block, you don't play. I carried that through high school. I learned, I have to, blitz pickup and all of that. You have to pick up the blitz or you're not going to play, I think that's what separates me.
100%, man. And I think that's perfect. It seems like you grew up in a football background and you're a guy that a coach can put on the field and trust that you are going to know your assignment and probably everybody's around you. Is that true?
Oh yeah, yeah. I usually like try to figure out what I'm doing when I'm learning the playbook. I try to know what I'm doing, and then as the season goes on, after camp, I learn what everybody's doing just in case, because you never know what's going to happen during the season. Season's a long time. You never know when you might be needed to be used somewhere else.
100%, man. So I'm gonna check right here one last time, and it says your boy said, "Just wait until I get on that gridiron. Everything's gonna break loose. Beast mode."
Oh yeah.
So is he talking about you, or is he talking about himself?
I think I'm not sure.
All right, my man. So since I think we wrapped up most of the questions that we had in there, do you have any questions or something that you want to say?
Just to the younger viewers out there, who are playing ball, if you're in high school or college or middle school, whatever, just work hard, Don't take any, take rest days, obviously, but work as hard as you can, because, football's fun. It's given me some of the best times of my life. I've gotten to travel because of it. I never thought I would get to go out to California and live until, I got a phone call from a school telling me, hey, we want you to play for us out here, and I went out there. It's a great thing. It's a tool. It can help you get your education. It can help pay for your education, because school is expensive now. If you can play ball and get it for free, hey, that's a blessing. And just work hard, do well in school, and just do what you want to do in life. On the field. And I guess that's all I got to say for now.
Love it, man. We need to have you just do videos with me saying all that. So the name, the basically what I believe in is basically on my t-shirt and what I put everywhere. It's Enjoy the Grind. And it seems like you know the grind just as well as I do. So I wanted to finish on, first of all, what would be your grind, or are there any obstacles that you consider that were your grind? And the last part would be, have you or did you find a way to enjoy it?
Okay. My grind or my obstacles that I had to go through was just persevering, just every time, I wanted to be, on the field or, whatever. I just had to persevere mentally, physically. I had to get myself stronger, faster, bigger, all of that, and just my perseverance. I set in my mind, that I'm never gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop working hard. I'm gonna keep going until I have my goal, until I achieve my goal. And I did that, and that just helped me to get where I am today.
100%, man. I totally agree. Ever since I started anything in my life, whether it be education or sports, I set my goals. And of course, when you set goals, things are going to get in your way, but it's how you respond to all those obstacles that's going to make you better. And if you take on the challenge, and literally if you enjoy the grind, and you enjoy that getting better, and that this is going to make you that much stronger, you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. And last piece to that is, or the first piece should be, you can do all those things through Christ, because we can't do anything by ourselves. And that's something that I've learned over time. I used to just do these things for the wrong reasons, but once you realize it's bigger than you and there's a bigger purpose, and God's plan, is going to be the one that we want to find and be guided by. You can't go wrong, and that's basically where I'm at. So I think you're in the same direction. Is that true?
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome. And I think that's a good way to end our nice discussion. So, man, I really wish you the best. I do. hope that if you have any other questions or anything comes up that you want to talk about, football or not football, you know, I'm always trying to help everybody out because I know I always wanted somebody that I could talk to.
Yeah.
And once you play pro ball, things get interesting. It's not all about just the love of the game. There are some politics and there are some interesting things that will come up. So just continue to keep your head, you know, keep your mind focused on the right things and why you're doing this, and you're gonna be 100% great, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem, bro. Enjoy the grind.
Oh yeah.
Hey, okay, bro. Yeah.